The rate has declined to 65.1%, the lowest since 1995. Convenience is not the only reason why Cyber Monday and all of Black Friday weekend sales continue to rise. The Bobcats look to get back to their winning ways Friday night against rival Yale at the TD Bank Sports Center. With the great success of this event, Professor Giblin says she's looking forward to Earth Day on April 22nd. Coming up on QNN, both Quinnipiac basketball teams are preparing for the MAC tournament, which will begin this weekend. 2 storms in 2 years has really taken its toll on people in this area. Quinnipiac was looking to get its first win against former Northeast Conference foe Bryant in Hamden on Thursday. By the year 2050, the percentage of the world's population living in urban areas is expected to rise to around 70%. Owning a home has been a dream of many people who came to this country in the 1900s, but this way of living has changed dramatically over the past few years.
A lot of people got into a lot of trouble financially with mortgages, okay? And then when that happened, they now lost their homes. So now they have to have someplace to live, so they're renting.
A lot of people not only lost their homes, but won't be able to buy homes again.
But because housing prices were so expensive, it didn't make a lot of sense to buy a house. Now what you've seen, and part of that is the differential between a housing price, like how much you spend per month on a mortgage and your taxes and your energy costs, and an apartment rental was pretty high, so it made a lot of sense to rent during that time. The loss of homes and downturn of the economy in 2008 has led to a record low number of homeowners in the United States. According to the Department of Commerce, homeownership in the United States has hit an 18-year low in the second quarter of this year. The rate has declined to 65.1%, the lowest since 1995. New home sales may have surged 38% since last year, hitting a 5-year high. But the recession has forced many people to turn to renting, not because they have to, but because of other factors.
First-time home buyers move in usually without children. All of a sudden you get children, you want to have a dog, school systems become important, so you move on. I know back years ago, people would buy a house, that first house would last them forever, and it's not like that anymore. People are always looking to go up. Jobs have a lot to do with it, relocation, so, needs change.
Professor Johnson says he is just as unsure of the future of buying and renting homes as he was in the past.
What happens when interest rates starts to go up, right? So it's more expensive to borrow money because interest rates are historically low. And the question is, will that actually affect housing prices? So I can see the demand for homeownership continuing to lag and rentals going up.
And with good-paying jobs hard to come by for young people, Professor Johnson says home ownership may end up being the impossible dream. Joey Zocco, Quad News. The holiday shopping season is right around the corner, and this year people say they will be doing more shopping behind the screen of their computers.
I prefer online shopping.
Comes fast. Things you find out there that you can't find in the stores.
Convenient. I don't have to leave the house and then get shipped to my door.
This changed approach to holiday shopping has led to an increase in people shopping both online and in stores on Thanksgiving itself. Convenience is not the only reason why Cyber Monday and all of Black Friday weekend sales continue to rise.
Why it would be increasing would just be because the economy is improving. Starting in 2006, the economy started to tank. By 2008, it was really low. And then also, if people are feeling more optimistic about the economy in general, that they're going to tend to be spending more money on gifts.
With the economy improving each year, people are actually spending more money throughout the Black Friday weekend. According to a survey done by Big Insight, which provides big data statistics from its smart data apps, they calculated holiday shoppers spent an average of $423 on Black Friday weekend in 2012, which is up from an average spending of $398 in 2011. Professor Branchik says this increase can be related to something many people desire to be a part of.
There's an effect called a bandwagon effect. A bandwagon effect is when people something becomes popular, and so therefore everybody starts doing it. They all jump on the bandwagon. They all want to do what's popular. And it's because people like being part of something that's bigger than themselves.
There are some aspects of the holiday experience that have become part of the American tradition that cannot be done online.
You can't sit on Santa's virtual lap. You have to sit on Santa's lap. And, there's sort of an American tradition of parents having pictures of their children crying, typically, on Santa's lap, that they're going to show them when they're older, and, because they have a lot of nostalgia for that time in their children's lives.
Last year, consumers were likely to wait for Cyber Monday, which had its own set of discounts, sales, and promotions. This could be something for consumers to consider again this year. Joey Zocco, Quad News.